Allow yourself to copy other people's work. Now, I do not encourage copyright infringement toward other artists when it comes to specifically creative work. Do not misconstrue anything that I say here, because what I mean by allow yourself to copy other people's work, it is intended toward people who are just starting out for the first time as a beginner. Whether you want to start a creative work such as painting, such as drawing, such as writing, this does not mean that you discredit other people's work. I just want to make it clear, because once I put this video out on the internet, there will be people who misunderstand, who misconstrue, take things out of context of what I'm trying to say. Last year, I started to be very interested toward journaling, especially junk journaling, where people do not just write their feelings, their emotions, their daily lives onto the journal, but they also decorate it with different stickers, with different junks, with different decor paper, with different types of like cute pieces here and there. And I'm so interested in wanting to do one as well, but I do not know where to start. And I didn't know what I liked and what I don't like when it comes to putting certain things in the journal, whether I want to do this journaling in a very realistic way, whether I want to do this type of journaling in like a very cute aesthetic type of way. And so I started to research on other people's journaling pages, on other people's TikTok. And then whatever people do in order to decorate in their journal, I would emulate their style into decorating my own journal as well. Through inspiring from their style, through copying their style, I am able to find what I like and what I don't like when it comes to decorating my journal. I do not like 3Ds, like putting beads, like those puffy 3D stickers. There are some times where I do not like design that comes off like a little bit messy. Sometimes it is intentional messy, where it looks so good. It is not the style that I prefer, but I only find out what I like and what I don't like after I started emulating other people different styles of journaling. And that's what I mean by allow yourself to copy other people. Even just with drawing and painting, for example, you do not start by instantly figure out your style of drawing, your style of painting, which type of painting you want to do. You want to do realistic type of painting? You want to do impressionist painting? When you start to explore different types of creative works, you just assume that, hey, I like this, hey, I don't like this style. But then you only really get to solidify your preference and really know truly at the end once you start putting action, once you start doing it. Usually when it comes to creative works, especially toward painting and drawing, I get very mad whenever I come across videos on TikToks of people feeling sad for themselves. Their talent is only able to copying and not actually create. With the videos of their final art being so beautiful, but they still feel pitiful for themselves for being able to only emulate other people and not being able to create it to their own unique self that feels like it is their style. Although I'm pretty sure that the creator do not have any bad intention to victimize themselves, to create some sort of negative video. But whenever I see people post really beautiful art and they put that type of caption, it's given me the energy of like a girl with pretty privilege coming onto TikTok and then putting on caption, I'm not as beautiful as other girl, when they are clearly beautiful. Like, do not ever pity yourself. Do not ever blame yourself. Do not ever scold yourself when you're just starting out. And also another thing, when you pressure yourself, or rather when you put an expectation on yourself to require your own self to find your unique talent, your unique voice, that when you produce art or creative work, it makes you immediately from the start without experiencing doing it first, that creates much more barrier to entry, in a sense that you'll be procrastinating starting out. You'll be procrastinating creating that first painting, writing that first article, creating that first video, designing that first poster. The more we put expectations of how things should be done, the less likely we are in starting it. Because whenever we start out as a beginner, it is often messy. Things do not turn out the way that we want it to be. If we want our creative works to be this level of quality good, usually when we're just starting out, the quality is this, because we're just beginner. What do you expect? To become a pro immediately? There's a reason why people who are experts have decades of experience, and you expect yourself to have that level of quality good type of work when you're just starting out on day one. That is a crazy amount of expectations to put on yourself. That's why taking that first step to start something with low expectations, it is by exploring many different types of style, many different types of preference, emulating other people's art, emulating other people's types of editing style, if you want to produce content, in order to explore if this is something that you want to integrate into your own creative work, put your own little twist on it and make it your own style. And I found an article written by an artist, Jenna Rainey, on the truth behind copying, and she says something that really resonates with me. One must literally reference or be taught to replicate a piece in order to develop and train their technical muscles. This has been a long-standing tradition in the art world, copying the masters, and one that is carried over into learning situations today. Every beginner guitarist will learn and play non-stop the riff to Stairway to Heaven and try to play it exactly like Jimmy Page. Painters recreate variations of Van Gogh's The Starry Night in high school art class and give it to their moms to put it on the fridge. Developers copy code directly from a site or book they come across. This is called learning by the experience of doing. Copying helps you better understand how something is made, all while teaching the learner technique and developing muscle memories. Copying is not only helpful and figure out who you are as a creative, but it also enables you to learn the technique of doing something, whether it is playing the instruments like guitar or piano before you're able to create your own musical piece. The reason why it is very important for me to say this is because usually when I want to explore something new, like journaling or even drawing, I often blame myself and scold myself like, why don't you have your own voice? Why don't you have your own uniqueness? Why are you a copycat? Without being fully aware that, hey, when I am just starting out as a beginner, I don't know what technique to do in order to get this creative work done. I don't know where to start. I look for inspiration through other people. And during that time, I had a lot of self-doubt. Oh, what if I don't find my own unique voice forever and I just started to copy other people's forever? Oh my God, I feel so bad. Oh my God, never gonna make it as an artist because I always copy other people's work. Do not think it like that. Who are you to think that you're not gonna grow? Who are you to think that you are not gonna develop as your own artist the more that you do it? So put your overthinking, put your worrying, put your self-doubt to a side and show yourself a different reality of creating something first. You produce this piece of evidence that shows yourself that, hey, I am doing it right now. I produced this piece of work and I'm currently on that path too, especially when it comes to not just journaling, but content creation as well. And I get inspired by other people a lot in what type of editing, what type of filming, what types of videos I want to produce. And so the more videos I produce, the more I figure out how to put my own little twist into my videos, how to make the video distinctively my own. I hope this is somehow helpful to you. This is day 6 of me improving my life. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, okay? This is just a random general self-help advice that you find on the internet. So do with that information what you will. And also I just want to ask, how is your day today? Let's start a discussion down below and let's build a small digital community, I guess. Thank you for staying and I'll see you later in my next video.